Why African hair is different, the science, the beauty, and the story they never told. Have you ever wondered why African hair looks, feels, and grows differently from every other hair type in the world? Why is it coiled so tightly? Why does it defy gravity, standing tall instead of falling down? Today on Afri Facts, we're diving deep into the science, the beauty, and the untold history behind African hair, one of nature's most unique creations. Before you scroll away, stay with us till the end, because what you'll learn about your hair will completely change the way you see yourself. Part 1. The science behind African hair. Let's start with biology. Human hair comes in many forms: straight, wavy, curly, and coily. But African hair, known scientifically as kinky or type 4 hair, is the most tightly coiled of all. Under the microscope, scientists found something fascinating. While Asian and European hair shafts are round or oval, African hair is flat and ribbon-like. This shape makes it curl, twist, and coil, creating that beautiful texture that crowns millions of African heads. But that same structure also means African hair is more fragile. Each twist creates a weak point, making it more likely to break if not cared for properly. That's why it grows upward and appears shorter, even though it grows at almost the same rate as other hair types. Now here's the incredible part. This coiled design wasn't random. It's nature's genius adaptation. Part 2. The evolutionary story. Think about the African environment thousands of years ago. Hot sun, blazing heat, and intense UV radiation. Straight hair traps heat and lets sunlight directly reach the scalp. But tightly coiled hair? It forms a protective shield, keeping the head cool and protecting the brain, our most important organ. In fact, studies show that African hair reduces direct exposure to UV rays by up to 60% more than straight hair. That means your hair isn't just fashion, it's survival. It's evolution's masterpiece, shaped by Africa's sun and the story of our ancestors. The culture and the crown. Long before the world called it kinky, nappy, or unprofessional, African hair was a symbol of identity, status, and spirituality. In many pre-colonial African societies, hairstyles told stories. The Yoruba people used hairstyles to signify royalty. Among the Himba of Namibia, a woman's hair indicated her marital status. The Maasai warriors wore their hair in elaborate braids as a sign of bravery. Each braid, twist, and pattern carried meaning. It was language woven in hair. But then came slavery and colonization. Africans were forced to shave their hair, stripping them of their identity. Their natural texture was mocked, and good hair became the one that looked less African. That's how generations grew up being told their natural hair wasn't beautiful, a deep psychological wound that still lingers today. Part 4. The comeback of natural hair. Fast forward to today. From Lagos to London, Nairobi to New York, African hair is reclaiming its throne. The natural hair movement is not just about beauty, it's about freedom. Freedom to wear your crown the way it was meant to be. Freedom to unlearn centuries of shame and embrace your roots, literally. Celebrities, influencers, and everyday Africans are proudly rocking afros, locks, twists, and braids, reminding the world that African hair isn't different, it's divine design. Part 5. The future of the African crown science is now catching up with what our ancestors always knew. African hair is not a flaw to be fixed, it's a strength to be celebrated. Researchers are studying its structure to inspire new materials in engineering, even spacesuits that mimic its insulation properties. And across Africa, entrepreneurs are building billion-dollar industries around natural hair care, from shea butter to black soap to plant-based oils, all rooted in African tradition. So the next time you run your fingers through your coils or braids, remember, you're touching history, you're touching science, you're touching the story of survival, beauty, and pride. African hair is not just different, it's revolutionary. It's a symbol of where we've been and proof of how beautifully we've adapted. So wear your crown with pride and let no one tell you otherwise. If you love this story, don't forget to like, share, and subscribe to Afri Facts, where we uncover the truth, one African fact at a time.